Hey guys, this is Derek Wolf from Over the Fire Cooking, and I am excited to show off the brand new Firecraft grill from Oklahoma Joe's. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite features on this grill, as well as walking through tips and tricks on making sure you're cooking over the fire safely. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing that I love about the Firecraft grill is the height adjustable grates. As the coals are really hot, we can keep it really high so you're cooking over something that has a little bit more control. As they start to cool down, you can pull it all the way down. Another feature that I really love is the swing away grill grates. If I want to make something cooler, pull it off the heat. If you want to warm something back up, pull it right back over, you can warm it up. When you want to cook something with a little bit of alcohol, you don't want to have the open flame and that alcohol coming together, so you can swivel it off. Same if you have something that's delicate. You can really control pretty much every piece about the temperature when cooking on the Firecraft. Another reason why the Firecraft is super easy, not only do you have your smoking lid, you have your grill grate, but I can pop this guy out and I can put in a griddle, or maybe even lower it down. I can be cooking with some skewers that are right over the top. We have the bottom storage rack. We can add our chimney starter. You could put some of your charcoal down there, just really anything else that you want to get out of the way while you're cooking. And you have the removable ashtray. There are three major fuel types that I tend to use on this grill. Some real hardwood, we're gonna have some lump charcoal, and then you can also use briquettes. When you have actual wood, it's gonna be a lot smokier. It also means though it's gonna have a very strong and powerful flavor. If you like the charred flavor and you don't want too much smoke flavor, cook with lump charcoal, or you can add a little bit of the wood chunks. The last one is briquettes. Briquettes are charcoal, it's compressed charcoal. The big benefit of them is the shape and the size. I would recommend cooking with those if you want just a little bit more consistency. They won't necessarily have as much flavor as a real wood or a lump charcoal. So let's talk about the fire. This is my favorite part. We're gonna be cooking over live fire, and I just want to talk about how I would normally start this. So one of the first things that I'll do is I make sure I have a natural fire starter. I'm gonna fill out one of these charcoal chimneys with some lump charcoal, and then we're gonna set that into the actual cooking area. Give that about like 10-15 minutes. And then once we have that charcoal ready to go, we're gonna dump it in. One of the features that I really love about the Firecraft though is that the charcoal sits on a grate itself. It's going to cook a lot hotter. So you're gonna actually wanna be careful about it getting too hot. You could use like an on-grate temperature gauge. I know Oklahoma Joe's uses that a lot. And the other thing is, you're gonna have to make sure that you are refilling those coals consistently. Another piece that I really wanna make sure that everybody has, gloves. These are gonna help you so that you don't get burned. Every piece on this fire pit is hot. So make sure you're wearing your gloves. You can also use the knit gloves that Oklahoma Joe's provides. Okay, so the fire is too hot. What do? The best option in my opinion is, if you have the time, just wait it out. The one problem with fire cooking is that everybody wants to cook when they are ready to cook over the fire, but the truth is you cook when the fire's ready to be cooked on. I also do like to have a spritz bottle of water on me at all times, just because if you're cooking and you need it to cool down pretty quickly, spritz it with a little bit of water and you're ready to go. So it's the first time you're cooking on the Firecraft. One of the things that we should be avoiding is cooking with fats like oil or animal fats, bacon, as well as alcohol. If a flare-up happens and you don't know what to do, spread out the coals and wait it out. The last thing I would tell you is to be aware of the weather and your surroundings. I would not want to cook with this thing that's too close to any other wood structures. I would just make sure that if it pops or it gets onto the ground, some coals get onto the ground, it's not going to start burning anything around you. I recommend getting one of these Oklahoma Joe's grill mats. Another thing is, if you have small ones, little ones, just make sure they stay away from the grill. The sides of this get really hot, it will burn you. So I've been doing over the fire cooking for almost 7 years now. I've been blessed to be part of the Oklahoma Joe's team for about 3. I love everything that comes with open fire cooking and cooking with real wood. I never really got my hands super dirty into things until I married my wife. I remember the first time I cooked over fire was actually out at her family's campground. It blew my mind. And so I went home, and I made myself this skirt steak with chimichurri, and I was hooked. I love what I do. I love working with Oklahoma Joes. The products speak for themselves. They are exactly what you hope them to be, and they get the job done. All right, guys, so thank you for tuning in. We've been cooking on the new Firecraft grill by Oklahoma Joes. Go and check out some of the other videos. I got a bunch of other recipes, cooking steak, got seafood, lobster on the coals. We're gonna be talking about all the different accessories that come with this, get into the nitty gritty about this amazing open fire grill. But go and check out all these other videos on the socials, as well as you can find them at oklahomajoes.com. You can find me as well at overthefirecooking.com and all my socials at overthefirecooking. All right, cheers.